six-string king uncrowned, the snakeskin troubadour that plays melodies from underground, buzzing around again, filling your soul with sin, taking you places you've never been. A mind-bending ride that goes round and round again, with the crushing chords of the demon lords he swings when he attacks. Beware the one they call Max the Axe. You can't hear the wind howl as his Mustang lays it down. Like razor blades in a sawdust haze, he unleashes the sound, making you blind within, killing you slowly, then breaking your spirit to fight again. This carousel takes you down without a spell, with the screaming notes of the unsold notes, he dares you to relax. You're enchanted by the spell of Max the Axe.
Look into his eyes and he'll hypnotize your brain. Your willingness to resist is alarmingly mundane. The pain you'll feel tomorrow consumes his heart today. Your immortal resurrection is just fearfulness away.
Buzzing around you again, feeling your pulse always and take you where you've never been, making you feel blind within, killing you so slowly and breaking your spirit again. Overwhelmed as the rhythm swells, you finally collapse. Your fate now in the hands of Max the Axe. Max the Axe. Max the Axe. Yeah.
one-way ticket to anywhere. And a glazed donut. To go. The brain train. The brain train. All aboard.
unmute. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Friday, January the 14th episode of the LeBrain Train. Here tonight, we're going to be talking about my 7-inch singles collection. I have two small boxes of 7-inch singles here, but, you know, I have a personal history with a lot of them. And there's some good stories, I suppose, hopefully. Hopefully you're not wasting your time, but then again, what else would you be doing on a Friday night in the middle of a pandemic when everything's locked down again? I feel like a skipping record tonight, you know? I feel like a skipping record. Did I really think in March of 2020, when we started the LeBrain Train, that I would be doing this in January of 2022? Hey, T-Bone, how you doing? Thanks for all the music, buddy. T-Bone did all the music you've heard so far tonight. First track was Max the Axe by T-Bone Erickson, and then we heard the LeBrain Train theme song. So before we get started looking at the 7-inch singles tonight, I just want to say rest in peace to Burke Shelley of Budgie. I was rather late into Budgie, probably around my last 2 years at the record store. I got into Budgie, largely due to Martin Popoff's excellent book, Riff Kills Man. Rest in peace, Burke Shelley. I have maybe half of the Budgie albums, and I would love to get them all, but the remastered editions with all the bonus tracks are quite expensive here in Canada. Timmy. So before we get started on the 7-inch singles, I also just want to open some mail. This first one comes from Mr. Sean Kelly. Yeah, we all thought it was going to be like SARS over in a few months. Mr. Sean Kelly. You know Sean Kelly from Coney Hatch and Lee Aaron. Well, those are just two of his musical projects. I have here in my hands a cassette. Trapper's brand new Electric North. Trapper is Sean Kelly with Frank Greiner, M. Greiner, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting the fourth person's name. Oh, there we got Tim Timelec. That's it. Electric North by Trapper, featuring the tracks Winter Long, Almost Forever, Bye Bye Mon Cowboy, You Need an Angel, New Year's Day, and Illegal. I've already reviewed Bye Bye Mon Cowboy and Illegal on my site, mygladano.com. Thank you, Sean. There's a note. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's Oh, Sean, look at that. Dear Michael, thanks for all your support. Keep rocking it with Sean Kelly. Or is that Sean? Yeah, I think that's his signature. I don't think that's Sean and M. Yeah, Sean Kelly. There you go. Oh, that's awesome. And a picture of Sean and M. Thank you, Sean. We were not sure what had happened to this cassette. We thought maybe it got lost in the mail. And Sean was really considerate. He messaged me. He said, "Hey, have you got the tape yet?" And I hadn't got it yet. So he's like, "Okay, let me look into it." So we, did some double checking, and it did arrive. Everything's slow now, understandably so. But I can't wait to give this a listen. I think that is everything that he's recorded with Trapper. I'm going to have to ask him. And yes, Bye Bye Mon Cowboy is a rock cover of Mitsu's Bye Bye Mon Cowboy. And Sean is just an awesome dude. Yeah. Second piece of mail comes from Mr. Aaron, who has been on this show many times and will be on this show again. Unfortunately, Aaron is working Fridays, so he can only come on the show if I do a Saturday show, and I will do a Saturday show. Rob, I'll send you the music video. You'll like it. Aaron was very considerate, and he picked me up a copy of Marillion's Fugazi deluxe box set when he found it at On Sound. He found this just before Christmas, and I was completely tapped out. I had no money, and I said, "Aaron, don't get it. I can't pay you back until January, so don't get it." And he ended up saying, "Oh, somehow it ended up in my shopping bag, and I ended up buying it and putting it in my car." So thank you, Aaron. And here's the twist. I didn't realize that I already had it. My copy is still sealed over there. So I have now two Marillion Fugazi box sets. That's a little crazy. If you're interested in this, send me a message. And lastly, there's something else in here, and I don't know what it is. He always sends me surprises, and this is no exception. There is... I have 2 copies of this now. Reich, Silent Lucidity cassette single. Featuring the B-side, The Mission, live, which is different from the version that's on Operation Live Crime. Yeah, that's funny. So now I have 2 copies of this as well. Thank you, Aaron. That's very thoughtful of him. And this is, Blackboard's Night Winter Carol, which is their Christmas CD. Double disc. There's Richie and Candace. Unfortunately, a little late for me to... I do not listen to Christmas music when it's not Christmas. So, unfortunately, I won't be listening to that for 11 months. And Aaron often leaves a note. And let's see. Nope, just the receipt. No note? Usually he has a witty piece of stationery in here. Nope, nothing. Not that I'm disappointed. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Okay. So, let's get one of these boxes. I've got a drum stool next to me. That'll have to do. Let's get one of these boxes of singles up here on my drum stool. And we can start taking a look at these. So some of these are more recent acquisitions. And some of them are, gosh, probably had them for as long as I've been listening to music. I'll just start at the back real quick and get these out of the way because these aren't really singles. I just store them in with the singles. But these are those read-along storybooks that you would play the record on your turntable, and I believe 33 RPM, yeah. And I have these 3 Star Treks that are all like properly sized, and then this one that's in a long box. These are all recent acquisitions, relatively speaking. I probably got these more like in my university days. I think maybe Rob Daniels might have given me. Yeah. See, I think Rob Daniels gave me this one at the back here. When I was a kid, I had all the Star Wars, and I had the Black Hole, and I had a whole bunch of these read-along things, and they must be gone from garage sales, which is unfortunate. But I do have these, which is nice, and all of them are sealed. They've never been played. I do remember about the Star Wars one that we had, The Empire Strikes Back, which we listened to frequently. Hey, Val, how are you doing? We listened to the Empire Strikes Back one frequently. We always thought that the guy who did Darth Vader's voice sounded like Papa Smurf on the Smurfs. We thought it had to be. You haven't given me these. Okay. You shouldn't have told me that, Rob. I would have. I have the blueprints for the Death Star. That's cool. Max the Axe joining us here tonight. Anyway, so I always thought the guy that played Darth Vader on those old Star Wars records sounded a hell of a lot like Papa Smurf. Why don't you use your Google and tell me if indeed the same guy did the voice? I'd be curious. Okay, so starting at the front and working our way back. These are not in any particular order. These are not organized. C'est la vie, but maybe more interesting. Sloan, this is their, I think it's like they're considered like their punk EP. Jenny and It's in You, It's in Me. Murder Records 53. I have actually never played this. I believe I downloaded the tracks. I believe they emailed me MP3 tracks when I bought it from Murder Records. It's numbered, as you can see. It's hand numbered. Number 286 of 500. That's pretty cool. You know what? I can't even tell you anything about these songs. I do not remember anything about it. I have phases, and I haven't really been into Sloan lately. Thank you. That's very cool. I haven't really been into Sloan lately, which means I also haven't played this other one. I've never played Sloan, the Christmas 7-inch. And it comes with Christmas cards. I probably downloaded the code. I don't even remember downloading it. I wonder if that still works. I'm going to have to check. I honestly have, it's still sealed. And here's what one of the Christmas cards. Oh, I think they're all unique. Yeah, each Christmas card is unique. So let's look at them all 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 for each member of Sloan. And James Halen is joining us tonight. And James Halen can absolutely tell us more about this Sloan single, because he's the guy that obviously is the biggest Sloan fan among us, since Aaron's not here tonight. Okay. And good evening, John T. Snow. Nice to see you. Nice to see Lana. And you can thank Mike Kudis for me being here. Well, Mike Kudis is a superior human being. Behind me, I have some Guns N' Roses guitar picks. I believe those came from Mr. Mike Kudis, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I thought Rob Daniels gave me those Star Trek records. So if Rob Daniels didn't give them to me, then it was my sister who definitely did, Dr. Catherine. So yeah, so there's Sloan, the Christmas 7-inch. And James, if you want to chime in with some details about that, I know you know more than I do. Next in line, I believe this was, Record Store Day, Steve Earle and the Jukes, Fixin' to Die live, and Are You Sure Hank Done It That Way live. Now, why did I buy this? I probably took a chance that these were exclusive non-album tracks, and I'm going with that. They likely are exclusive non-album tracks. I really don't remember. I have so much music. Oh, here's something neat. This is not a 7-inch single. This is a 5-inch single. This is a custom by Vinyl Art Co. I had 4 of these made. This is Dr. Catherine, the aforementioned Dr. Catherine, and myself performing Evil Kirk. This is a rough, not a demo. We did like 2 or 3 takes of it, maybe 4. This is one of the earliest takes, and I just, as a gift, I had 4 copies pressed to, or cut, actually. These are cut to vinyl. And I gave 1 to my sister, 1 to my mom and dad, kept 1 for myself, and gave 1 to the aforementioned Aaron, who I wish could be here tonight, but he is, like I say, now working on Friday nights. Here's one that is absolutely a recent one. Got from Encore, I believe. It's a Jethro Tull Christmas single. Ring Out Solstice Bell, A Christmas Song, Another Christmas Song, and Magic Bells, Ring Out Solstice Bells. I reviewed this on my site, MikeLodano.com. Anyway. I reviewed this on my site, so if you want to check out that review, you can. I believe these tracks are, well, it's 40th anniversary edition. I'm certain that some of these are non-album versions. Maybe I should read the front. Featuring 2 Steven Wilson remixes, including the previously unreleased Magic Bells. So there you go. That's a cool one. Thank you, Encore Records. Here is another custom from Vinyl Art Co. This is Max the Axe Randy live at the Boathouse. This is the video that I'm going to play at the end of the show tonight. Actually, it's a cell phone video of Max the Axe performing Randy live at the Boathouse that I had pressed to vinyl, just as a lark. I wanted it. I wanted that version of that song on a record. It's a defect that record collectors have. I wanted that song that I recorded myself on a record because it's a really good version. I love it. You're going to hear it tonight at the end of the show. Never seen a 5-inch record. I believe they even make them 3 inches. I believe that's the smallest you can get is a 3-inch. And it's just a nice social gathering here tonight on the LeBrain train. Very cool indeed. Another one from Encore, but another Record Store Day, limited edition. 28.96 of 3,500. Star Wars Rebels. It's the Rebels theme, which is very brief. It's like a minute and a bit long. And then there's a dance remix of it, which is god-awful. But as Rob Daniels will tell you, this is the only physical media that you can get the Rebels theme on. The soundtrack is a non-physical release. Download only. This one here comes from Mr. John Hubner. He picked this up for me and mailed it to me. This is the gold vinyl, Faith No More, Cone of Shame, which features on the B-side. I'll say it. Motherfucker. The Calcitron mix of Motherfucker. That's a great song. We'll take a look at this gold vinyl here. Very nice. Very nice. You don't know how nice this looks coming through that camera. Oh, this is a beaut. See, I like that they're not in order. I like that they're not in order. This is more fun for me personally. Very cool. Yeah, I agree. I want to have the option to buy a physical version of music. I want that option. I love the social gathering. This is a Discogs. It is a flexi disc, Slick Black Cadillac by Quiet Riot. I played it once and I will never play it again. It has like Scotch tape mark there on the one side. It's like it was stuck to, it was taped to something, maybe as a magazine insert, it was taped. Slick Black Cadillac Live. I believe this version is available on one of their more recent CDs, those archival kind of live albums. But it does say this is an exclusive live recording for Kerrang from the LP cassette Mental Health. Really flexi discs are really interesting, but God, I'm dreading handling this right now. I'm sure there's like an OCD vinyl head out there who's just like really not enjoying. He's putting a down arrow on my video right now as I struggle with this record to get it back in its sleeve. There we go. Okay, next record. Don't remember where this came from. Twisted Sister, we're not going to take it. Just a standard album version on the side one. And on the B side is You Can't Stop Rock and Roll from the album. Just the standard studio version, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. And we're not going to take it. I have no idea where this came from. A lot of my friends like Aaron, or even like Kevin. There he is. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for watching tonight. But I frequently get stuff like this in the mail from friends, and I often forget who gave it to me. It might have come from Jeff Steven. I don't know. Next, I have a receipt from Shoppers Drug Mart. Next. I don't remember where this came from. This might have come from Scott the Scot, otherwise known as Heavy Metal Overload. Whitesnake, Ain't Gonna Cry No More, and Sweet Talker. I don't remember where this came from. It's a promo, and I have no idea who gave this to me, but I'm guessing it might have been Scott the Scot, the Heavy Metal Overlord. The struggle is real for soundtrack collectors. Indeed, a lot of those are download only, as I've been learning. You have a guitar in the background. That is my wife's guitar. It is an acoustic. And if you remember, Max, the original video that I did for Oktoberfest Cheer, where it was me sitting here strumming that guitar, that's the one. It's Jen's guitar. Hey, Lana. I love the social gathering. This one came from, I believe I bought this in Ottawa at Vertigo Records, I think. The Devil Stole the Beat from the Lord, the Helicopters, with on the B side, Holiday Cramps and Be Not Content, both of which are non-album tracks. Psych Out Records, 1999. This comes from the album Grande Rock, which I love, and Grande Rock is one of those records that has a vinyl bonus track. So the Helicopters are basically a vinyl band for me. Absolutely a vinyl band. And Mike Kudis loves the Helicopters. I've been looking for physical copies of the soundtracks to Primeval and the Sarah Connor Chronicles for quite some time now. You might have a hard time. These soundtracks are not made on vinyl these days, as I'm learning. Next. Oh, this one came from, Aaron? No, I believe this came from Craig Fee when he went to Jerry's Records. Dream On and What You're Bringing to the Party. This sleeve is absolutely pristine. I should put that in a piece of plastic. Another Helix picture sleeve. Don't Get Mad, Get Even from the No Rest for the Wicked album. Check out the love on the B side. I don't think this one's a promo. I think that's an actual single. There you go. My boys from Kitchener, Helix. This is a more recent purchase. This is a pandemic era purchase. Alice Cooper's Don't Give Up. It's his pandemic song that he released back in 2020, early 2020, when we thought this would be over by now. But Alice did have one of the more positive voices at the start of the pandemic, and I know he recently completed a tour as well. There's the A side, and there's the B side. But I believe, the B side is blank. There's no music on that. Grooves are only on the A side. I really like Don't Give Up. I thought it was a great track for what it was, which is a necessary thing at that start of that pandemic that we are still fucking living in. And it was recently reissued and in a new mix or maybe a new recording on his Detroit Stories album. Is that Helix? No, it is a cover of Nazareth's Dream On, which is an excellent song. If you don't know Nazareth's Dream On, and you got to check it out. Nice to see everybody here tonight. And an 8-inch single is something I don't have. And I guess it doesn't count because it wouldn't fit in my boxes here. So and that's the only reason. Anyway, you guys are so kind. I love you all. I love you all. Next record. Another Alice Cooper. Paranoid Personality with I'm 18 on the B side, which is a vinyl exclusive. This was not on any of the CD singles or deluxe edition albums. Yeah, so check that out, Lana. I actually prefer the Helix version of Dream On, but I'm curious maybe what the viewers have to think about that. Is that a Christmas Timmy's Cup? Yeah, I guess they're still going with those. Okay, next. People have been wanting to see some Kiss. These ones, I'll just show them all in one batch here. They're not all Kiss, but I'll show them in one batch because they all came from Jeff Steven. And they're not in the greatest shape or anything like that. He sent me to them as is. He found them in a garage sale or thrift store. Shock Me, Kiss, with Christine 16 on the flip side, which is the B side. Shock Me's the B side. Yeah, okay. Christine 16 on the A side. People wanted to see some Kiss tonight. And then he also sent me in the same box. This one's written on I Was Made for Loving You. See, it's somebody named, this was used to belong to somebody named Roger, I guess. And on the B side is Hard Times, Ace Frehley Hard Times. And the boys are back in town, Thin Lizzy. With the boys are back in town on the flip side. No, Jailbreak. There we go. Sorry. Jailbreak and the boys are back in town. Yeah, so those are, I had them hanging on my wall for a while, actually. They're not really to play. Bon Jovi, Lay Your Hands on Me, which is an edit version with, on the B-side, a great version of Runaway live that I don't believe is on any CD or anything like that. Great version of Runaway. Fantastic. Roger the Alien. Yes, that belonged to Roger the Alien. Yes. I'm sure you do, John. Your collection is exemplary. Yes, that is also true. Vinyl being the hip new thing. This one came probably from Orange Monkey Music up in Waterloo, because this was given to me or purchased for me by Joe Perry, aka Big Nose. Jailbreak, the Thin Lizzy cover by Fu Manchu, and on the flip side is a track that I've never really listened to, Blueberries and Chrome by Fatso Jetson. Joe Perry told me that Fatso Jetson weren't very good, so I never listened to it. There you go. Next, same story, same way of getting it. Pick Up Summer by Fu Manchu with Vank Hanna, Rollin' Rooms on the B-side. Very early Fu Manchu, as you can see by the lineup there. And not my cup of tea. I kind of prefer once they started getting rolling on In Search Of. I think that was the name of the album, was it? Let me check. Just so I can get my story straight. The first Fu Manchu album that I thought was really excellent. Oh, shit, that's not the band. Where's the disambiguation page? There we go. Fu Manchu, the band. And their... yeah, third album, 1996 is In Search Of. That's the one where I really thought... that's where I got on board. And then The Action Is Go is a killer album. Anyway, next, Judas Priest. Some heads are going to roll or spin. And on the flip side, Breaking the Law live. This is now available on the CD, live and rare. But it was quite a revelation to me when I found this at some point in the very early 90s that now I needed to start collecting Judas Priest B-sides, because I didn't know up until finding this at a record show in probably Guelph, $3. Didn't know that Priest had B-sides. So I was like, oh, new window has opened. Early Fu Manchu is great. Sub Pop. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I was going to start the show with that. Hang on a second. Yeah, I wanted to start the show with that. My very first single that I ever bought, or ever had, I should say. There it is. Yeah, I wanted to start with this. I don't know what happened to this single, but I think a lot of my stuff ended up going in a garage sale at one point. But that would have been my very first single. Joey Scarberry, The Greatest American Hero theme song, Believe It or Not. And I remember the B-side was a ballad, and I hated it. And we thought maybe if we played the song on 33 instead of 45, that maybe it would make the song good. And spoiler alert, it didn't. Yeah, no headphones tonight, Lana, since we're not doing a chat, so I can keep my head warm. This single is, as far as I know, fairly rare. Sloan Stood Up, Same Old Flame. Completely different from the version that's on some of the other Sloan deluxe editions and whatnot that's out there. It's completely different from the versions that are on the Sloan B-Sides album. It looks like I paid $7 for this. That's a steal. These are two excellent songs, two of my favorite Sloan songs, in fact, and I find that a lot of the really good Sloan singles are hard to find. I'm still looking for Rhodes Jam. Get me some Rhodes Jam. Yeah, I believe it was, Rob. Yeah, Metallica. Yeah, that's very common. Good way to get you to buy a single, right? A live track, easy to make. So many great comments here tonight. I can barely keep up with them. Yeah, so we're caught up. Okay, next. Deep Purple, Above and Beyond, another recent one. This one has Space Truckin' in Mejano, Italy, July 24th, 2013. Believe that is a vinyl exclusive B-side. One of those singles where you had to buy the CD version and the 7-inch version to get all the tracks. Numbered 1934 of 2000. Just made it. Next, another Steve Earle, and this is not with the Dukes. It doesn't appear to be. This is just billed as Steve Earle. I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive, which I believe was an exclusive to iTunes track on his album called I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive. Ironically, the title track wasn't on the album, but you could get a physical copy on the Record Store Day single. Also numbered 101 of 2600. Not bad. Got it for $7. Oh, save that one. We'll get there. This is not mine. This is my wife's. Don't really know anything about it. Know Your Enemy and Hearts Collide. I'm assuming Hearts Collide is a non-album B-side. Another Record Store Day. Some Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, Rock and Roll, Sunset Sound Mix, and Friends, Olympic Studios Mix. And I believe these are both non-album. Yeah, previous unreleased, previous unreleased. And this is yellow vinyl. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Oh, here's a favorite. And it's too bad Brian Zinger isn't here at this moment, because Brian Zinger would be interested in this single. He is interested in this single. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I would like that. We were talking recently about singles that have two sides at two different speeds. And here's one. It says Faith No More's From Out of Nowhere. I'm sure I've shown this off on the show before. I know I've reviewed it on my website. Side A is at 45, and it is the studio version of From Out of Nowhere. And side B is at 33 and has exclusive live versions recorded by the BBC of Woodpecker from Mars and Epic. And interestingly enough, I took some waveform files and put screen grabs of them on my review on my website, michaeladano.com. And you can really see the difference. The side with only one track is nice and bright and loud and clear. And the side with two tracks crammed into that little tiny space is really, really quiet. The Darkness, Is It Just Me, with Shit Ghost on the B-side, picture disc. I must have ordered this online because I don't know. That's in pounds. That's $2.50 in pounds. So I must have bought this online. And there is what the record looks like. I don't believe Shit Ghost is exclusive to vinyl or anything like that. This was probably just the best. Oh, man. This was probably just the easiest way for me to get it. And as you can see, there's Justin Hawkins in a wedding dress with a guitar. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, next. An empty sleeve in which I will put that really, really, really nice Dream On single. There we go. Nazareth Dream On, yeah. Lost my place. There we go. Okay. Think this also came from Jerry's Records via Craig Fee. Helix, the sleeve is broken. Make Me Do Anything You Want with Feel the Fire on the B-side. And that is from the Walk on the Razor's Edge album. Yeah, this next batch is all Jerry's Records stuff. Another copy of We're Not Gonna Take It with You Can't Stop Rock and Roll on the B-side. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, an edit remix with It's So Easy. I think just the regular album version on the B side. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, no, sorry. I'm mistaken. Live at the Marquee. On the B side. My voice is starting to feel a little tickly. Yeah. That's why Bop and Brian Singer was interested in that one. I doubt that very, very, very much. Huh. That's cool. I have a double spiral Marillion long player, but not a single. That is cool. That is cool. Smoke on the Water edit version. Smoke on the Water edit version. This is probably a promo single. This one's not in the best shape, but that's still cool. This is from Discogs, Skid Row Wasted Time with Get the Fuck Out live at Wembley. And Bach goes on this great rant before the track that is actually maybe even better than the track itself. He doesn't like ordinances for language. Let's just put it that way. Well, my friend, I'm only being arbitrary here. Basically, I just yanked 2 boxes out of my closet here with singles in them, and they all happen to be that size. So there's nothing larger that I have in these boxes. And finally, the last thing that was in this box that I wanted to show off is this neat little Queen interview collection. It's 4 picture discs. I hope Lana is still there. She will like this. So 4 picture discs in this one set. I think I got this at Dr. Disc. It doesn't sound very good just by the nature of picture discs. You know, these were probably played quite a bit. There's a lot of surface noise. And, you got 8 sides there that you got to flip and listen to this interview or series of interviews. I don't remember I really don't remember anything about the actual interview. It says it's a rare interview with Queen. And as you can see, it unfolds into this little display here so you can hang it on your wall. I did have it hanging on my wall for a few years. It's a nice item, but not listenable. It's the surface noise on those discs was really, really bad. 178 millimeter. Yeah, you do the math. Could hang your spanners in that. Yes, you could. They do look nice. They really do look nice. But unfortunately, like I said, it's just the surface noise is so bad. It's almost unlistenable. But regardless, it's a nice item. It's a nice item. Let's go into the second box. Oh, you know what? No. Let's not go into the second box. Hold on. I forgot something. I was going to do something during the earlier portion of the show where we were opening up the mail. I just received this. Deke on his website, Thunder Bay Arena Rock, has been reviewing the vinyl version of the new Skid Row Atlantic Years box set. I'm a little disappointed to see that Slave to the Grind does not have the track Beggar's Day on it. It seems kind of silly to me that song is now like why not include both? It doesn't make any sense. Why not Get the Fuck Out and Beggar's Day? Like, why are we still doing that? I don't understand. Oh, that's nice. That's unfortunate. Yeah. I bought this because it has the Subhuman Beings on Tour EP, which I want. I already have all these albums. The first album, Skid Row, does not have the iTunes only live bonus disc. Slave to the Grind does not have what did I say? Beggar's Day. I already have Beside Ourselves. I already have Subhuman Race. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A fool and his money are soon parted. Yeah, he's finished his review series now. He just finished today with Subhuman Beings on Tour. Hey, thank you so much. And thank you, Max. Okay, second box. This is one of my treasures. Got this in grade 11 with, on the B side, the infamous Release Me by Stumpus Maximus and the Good Old Boys. Who are Stumpus Maximus and the Good Old Boys? Well, it's Def Leppard switching instruments and getting their roadie, Melvin Mortimer, to sing lead. That's Melvin Mortimer right there. Otherwise known as Stumpus Maximus. And it is hilarious. And this was, I think, my very first picture disc. Grade 11. That would have been 1989. And it was, the cool thing about this picture disc was it was specifically marketed at the same price as a regular 7-inch single. Normally, these would be a little bit pricier. So I grabbed it immediately and have loved this for 33 years. It is not a cover song, no. Right. Good point, Mr. Cop. Good point. Let's find out if somebody has heard of that item. There you go, buddy. There you go. Fair enough. Okay. This is another treasure, although it's a more recent treasure. I got this from a guy at the old record store. It is Def Leppard's single for Love Bites, which conveniently comes with lyrics to every song on Hysteria. I had no idea what most of these lyrics were. You can't understand what half of the stuff is. It sounds like mush when you get it into that thick mix of Hysteria. But Love Bites with Billy's Got a Gun live on the B-side. Fantastic, fantastic find. And of course, I don't really have a good way of doing it, but you know, these all form a nice puzzle. Tim Derling from Tim's Vinyl Confessions has the full display of all the vinyl records. There's another one. Rocket with Women live on the B-side. That is the version from the home video In the Round, In Your Face. Yes, Def Leppard have nice picture discs. They have always had fantastic cover art. And the fact that these were like a puzzle that you could put together, you know, all the pieces was a nice touch. Don't be advertising your goodies. Yeah, shit, you're right. Oh, man. Yes, it does. Isn't that sweet? Here's another one. Another copy of Armageddon It with a different B-side, Ring of Fire. And it's the atomic mix of Armageddon It on the A side. It says UK $6, which means I probably paid $6 for it at a record show. This is likely the oldest single in terms of how long I've owned it. And weirdly enough, it was originally my sister's. Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills, with Total Eclipse on the B-side. Non-album track. I don't know why my sister wanted Run to the Hills. I eventually acquired it from her. I basically took it from her. But why did she have Run to the Hills? Why did she want that song? That doesn't seem like her. Interesting. Oh, another Leppard. Women, $4 on the B-side. Tear It Down. Love that. I've always loved this photo of the band. Isn't that cool? That's great. There's some great Leppard in here, and I don't think we're done. Nope, we are not. This one comes with a poster, which I don't really want to unfold, so we'll just, we'll give you a little glimpse of what I can here. We'll give you a taste. You can see which photo, what it would look like there. Riding to the Sun on the B-side, which was my introduction to singles and B-sides. Riding to the Sun. That was basically the moment when I first heard that song that I decided I had to collect singles. So I wanted all the Def Leppard. I loved Def Leppard. Not a bad combo at all, Lana. I see there's still more Leppard. Let me just skip ahead because I know there is. I saw some more. Here we go. It's a second copy of Rocket with women live on the B-side. Oh, interesting. This one has a spacer in it. This is my original Hysteria on the A-side, Riding to the Sun on the B-side. This is the original single that I bought. This would have been my very first Def Leppard single. That other picture sleeve was a later acquisition. So this is my very first Def Leppard single. This is the very single that started this nonsense. And the very next single that was released was Pour Some Sugar on Me with Billy's Got a Gun. Oh, sorry, Ring of Fire on the B-side. And there's Love Bites with Billy's Got a Gun. I would literally hang out at the record stores or the record sections of the local Zeller store all the time looking for the latest Def Leppard single. And, you know, if I knew there was a new music video, I knew that meant there had to be a new single out. And I knew if there had to be a new single out, there was a new B-side. So I would hover. I would check all the time waiting for the new Def Leppard singles to come out. Almost like, you know, you're waiting for a magazine subscription. Man, so many good memories with these Def Leppards. Here's another one that I bought back in high school, picture sleeve. Your Mama Don't Dance by Poison with on the B-side, I believe, was Living for the Minute. Nope. Look What the Cat Dragged In on the B-side. Look What the Cat Dragged In. I guess I more or less bought this for the sleeve. I thought they weren't wearing their makeup anymore. There we go. They weren't wearing their makeup anymore. They looked cooler. Another Poison. This is the one that has Living for the Minute on the B-side. And the A-side is, of course, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Standard album version. Living for the Minute is a killer, upbeat rock and roller. This is a later acquisition as well. Dream Warriors, Dawkin, with Back for the Attack on the B-side. That is a non-album track. But look at that old A&A Records and Tapes sleeve. Man, that brings back memories. It's like my entire high school years. A&A Records and Tapes. They were at the local record store. They were the one that was at the mall. Recent acquisition from a record store day a few years ago. Queen, Keep Yourself Alive, with Son and Daughter on the B-side. Nothing else special about it. I bought it to have it, more or less. Record store day was a relatively new concept to me back then. Go make another gin, man. Yeah. Those picture sleeves are sweet. Those guys didn't need makeup anyways. No, they didn't. You're right. Another recent Alice Cooper, I'll Bite Your Face Off, from the Welcome to My Nightmare album. On the A-side, a single edit of I'll Bite Your Face Off and a live version, which is exclusive to this picture disc. That's cool. One of my high school records, Jump, Van Halen with I'll Wait on the B-side. Probably the first time I ever saw Michael McDonald's name on a Van Halen record. I remember in grade 11, I brought my record player to the cottage for some reason. I don't know why, but my mom gave me this for Easter, and we listened to it nonstop at the cottage. Well, along with some David Lee Roth singles, which we'll probably find. Yes, it is nice. Another one of those great Bon Jovi singles. 99 in the Shade. Bad Medicine edit version. This edit version is probably exclusive to the 7-inch, I'm thinking. But yeah. Picture Sleeve, Wanted Dead or Alive with I Die For You on the B-side, both album versions. Nothing particularly special, but man, look at those boots. I don't think John would wear those boots today. Sweet Child of Mine. I'm getting deja vu here. This is the second copy of Sweet Child of Mine with It's So Easy on the B-side. $2. Paradise City with Move to the City on the B-side. That's the version from GNR Lies. Although at the time, yeah, GNR Lies. Yeah, okay. That's another Easter single in my memory. And here's the last of the Easter singles. California Girls with Just a Gigolo on the B-side. We loved this record. I always thought it was kind of bizarre that Roth had that single out, which was basically half of his EP. Yeah, boo! Bon Jovi, boo! Shit. Hope there's no more Bon Jovi coming. Another Van Halen. I bought this one at A&A Records and Tapes. I remember buying it. Black and Blue with Apolitical Blues on the B-side, which is a Little Feat cover, I believe. And that was a non-cassette track. It was only on the CD version of OU812. And I did not have a CD player at the time that I bought this single. Another Kiss. One of my earliest. I had this when I was really young. Heaven's on Fire. Lonely as the Hunter. Yeah, I would have had this in like grade 8. This has seen a lot of love. Here's one that I got a little bit later on. It's a neat one, though. Wasp. Mean Man. There's Chris Holmes on the cover. That was when they had Johnny Rod on bass. B-side is Jethro Tull's Locomotive Breath, and it has one of these little things here. It's like a mood ring where you put your thumb on it or your finger, whatever, and you let it warm up, and then it should change color. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I am currently warming it up with my thumb. Kind of neat to see Chris Holmes on the cover instead of Blackie. There's an argument there, although I would stand by owning the New Jersey album instead of a Greatest Hits. I tell you what R. Kelly should cover. He should cover a song about being a sick motherfucker. Okay. Didn't really do anything. It is kind of green. It is kind of green, actually. Yeah, it is kind of green, which means I'm firm rather than limp, hard, or mean. I'm firm, which I will take. I will take firm. Next, Come On, Feel the Noise with Thunderbird on the B-side. Do not remember where this came from. So many people have given me so many records over the years. Bon Jovi, you guys hate the Bon Jovi. I must have I don't think these two things are related. This is a promo postcard for Bon Jovi's box set. 100 Million Bon Jovi Fans Can't Be Wrong, the premiere collection with a full track listing on the back. That's neat. I don't know why I have it stuffed in there, but Bon Jovi, I believe, with the Clear Mountain mix, which I believe is the... Oh, no! Clear Mountain mix on the A side. And a live version on the B side. That's sweet. That's one of Bon Jovi's best tunes, and I believe the Clear Mountain mix is the superior version, personally speaking. We'll see what Jon Snow says. Harrison does not like the Bon Jovi. Chris Sarr, specifically Michelle Sarr, likes the Bon Jovi. There you go. Can be wrong. 100 million Bon Jovi fans can be wrong. I wonder if that's intentional. Needs some Bon Jovi. Hey, James, you never chimed in on those Sloan records at the start. You know, I have a feeling a lot of these records came to me from Aaron because he does work at that secondhand shop. He just sends me stuff. Here's a beauty. Triumph, Let the Light Shine on Me. I remember buying this in, must have been grade 10. Yep. Long Time Gone on the B-side. I was really into Triumph. That was when Rick Emmett had done a couple really great guest appearances on the Pepsi Power Hour, which you have seen on my YouTube channel. Nice picture sleeve. That is a really sweet picture sleeve. I remember studying for midterms, listening to this record a lot. Oh, I thought you did. I thought you did, James. Man, you guys do not like the Jovi. You guys do not like the Jovi. My God. Well, I don't know what's still coming in the box here. You never know. Another Triumph. Never Say Never with Headed for Nowhere on the B-side. I believe I bought this at a record show, hoping that it was the music video version of Never Say Never. Rob Daniels, if you are watching, you will remember the music video version of this had that dude from the other single cover going, "Never," near the start of the song. That is not this version. That's probably exclusive to music video. Next, Mr. Big, green tinted 60s Mind with Shadows, which is not an original, or at least it's not written by them. Shadows is written by Giorgio Moroder. I'm not even going to try to say it. I know who he is. Anyway, Giorgio, you know who I'm talking about. On the B-side, promo only, not for sale. I'm not used to talking this long. Why don't we trade? I'm already at an hour. I didn't expect to go over an hour. Thank you for hanging in. Why don't we play a music video? We'll play the aforementioned Randy by Max the Axe. I'll give my voice a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. This is the same version that I have on that custom 7-inch single that I was showing you off at the start. So please enjoy Max the Axe, Randy. We'll be back to finish off this box of records.
Oh my here. Now, I believe, and I just realized this now on stage, that might be the only song Max has ever written that doesn't have a guitar solo in it.
Here you go. There's Randy live at the Boathouse by Max the Axe. And you can see by that really good cell phone video why I put that on 7-inch vinyl. All right. Speaking of 7-inch vinyl, this was a Record Store Day exclusive. I paid $13. At the time, these two tracks were exclusives, but eventually they released a Live at River Plate album, which I have on CD with bonus tracks. Here's a beaut. If you are a Maiden fan, like Harrison Kopp is, with live version of Fear of the Dark. There's Different World on the A side, Fear of the Dark live on the B side, exclusive live version. You will hear a lot of that tonight. A lot of that tonight. Diggity. Don't know where this came from. Oh wait, no, sorry, I do. Sorry, this is just the sleeve isn't folded correctly. Let's correct this. This is an oversight that never should have happened. I got this for Christmas of '88, I'm guessing, and it is Cinderella. There we go. Don't know what you got till it's gone. 7-inch single with a poster sleeve that was not folded correctly. Fire and Ice on the B side. There we go. That's how we do it. And again, I didn't need the B side. It was just a thing to have for the sleeve and the poster as a collectible. I think the Long Cold Winter album is actually quite good. I love the Long Cold Winter album. I think it still holds up too. And the stark white artwork that they had on the album then carried over to this single. I really like it. I think Martin Popoff is not a fan, but I like it. And I also love that picture of the band on the back where they're out in the snow. Very Canada feeling. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Iron Maiden B-sides are always worth having, though. Oh, here's another flexi. You guys are going to love this. It's an Alice Cooper. This is a Slick Black Limousine on the A side, which was a non-album track. And on the B side, extracts from various tracks from the $1 Billion Babies album. So like a medley, including Unfinished Suite, Elected, No More Mr. Nice Guy, $1 Billion Babies, and I Love the Dead. The Slick Black Limousine is now available on CD. You can get it on the Alice Cooper Life and Crimes of box set, and I believe you can also get it on the deluxe $1 Billion Babies. Harrison, correct me if I'm wrong. The medley on the... No, I shouldn't have said B-side. Should I? Yeah, there is a B-side. Okay, so this isn't a one-sided one like Quiet Riot. The medley is exclusive to this flexi disc, which you only want to play once. And yeah, that's a really nice shot of Cinderella. This one was exclusive until Bruce Dickinson released his deluxe editions. I'm in a band with an Italian drummer on the B side, Back from the Edge on the A side. There were 2 Back from the Edge CD singles. You needed both, plus this picture disc to get all the tracks. And I'm in a band with an Italian drummer is a joke track about their drummer, Alessandro Elena. And, it's just a comedy track. Maiden also did a lot of throwaway comedy tracks, and that's what that is. Okay, fair enough. Italian drummer is hilarious. It is hilarious, but, if you're not a fan of Bruce Dickinson and you don't know his band, then you don't care. A record show find, She's My Machine by David Lee Roth, $6 with the non-album track Mississippi Power on the B-side. I remember buying this and my dad thinking that I made a smart purchase because he really liked the cover art. Another Poison, Nothing But a Good Time, and Look But You Can't Touch on the B-side. Not sure why I bought this, but there it is. I tended to only buy things that had B-sides, Hey, Tim, we were just talking about you earlier in the show when I was showing off all my Def Leppard 7-inch singles, which are now on the way over there, so I can't get them. But you have the full set. Oh my God, that would be cool. I'd be curious how they sound, Val. Like, I was really happy with the sound that I got on my cell phone, and I've seen other videos from Max the Axe where the sound was really distorted. But I'd like to hear it. Love Don't Lie remix on the A side rather than a B side this time. House of Lords was a Gene Simmons protege. Executive producer Gene Simmons, released on Simmons Records. I know Tim knows these guys. It's a great song, by the way, and the remix is the same version that was in the music video. So wherever I found this, probably A&A Records and Tapes, I bought it for the A side. Here's one I bought at a record show. $4. $4. Scream Until You Like It by Wasp. I believe this is just a promo with the same track on both sides. Scream Until You Like It. Scream Until You Like It. From his album Live in the Raw. Yeah, there you go. Both those Max the Axe tracks. Ooh. Yeah, that's Fireworks on the sleeve, Lana. What's the connection between that House of Lords tune and Transformers? It's a good question. Let's go back and take a look at the credits. Stan Bush. I didn't even look at the writing credit. There you go. Yes, that's true. I saw that. This is one that Jon Snow was just showing off on his site earlier. But, you know, maybe I have a different version. Because I think his had a live B-side and mine has Bad Boy. Is this the one, John? Is this the one that I said I had? Did I lie? Did I get that right or did I get that wrong? Lana will be happy to see some more Def Leppard. Hello, America. I bought these back when you could not get these tracks on CD. Good Morning Freedom on the B-side. Obviously now with the Def Leppard early years box set that I recently reviewed, you can get all these tracks very easily. One click from Amazon. But at the time, I had to snap these up on Discogs. Here's the EP, the Def Leppard EP, sometimes called the Get Your Rocks Off EP. Ride Into the Sun and Rocks Off with the overture on the B-side. 33 RPM. Interesting. We talked about that earlier in the show. And another Def Leppard. Bringing on the Heartbreak with the original mix of Me and My Wine on the B-side. So original mix Heartbreak, original mix Me and My Wine. Tim knows these tunes. Yes, you do. The portion of the show where I was talking about the Hysteria singles, I was getting all nostalgic. And then finally, Def Leppard Wasted. Hello, America. Different version of Wasted. Different version of Hello, America. These are the Nick Tauber recordings, I believe. Yeah, produced by Nick Tauber. That did not turn out so well, so they went on to Tom Alam. Okay, we'll go into this band next, because this band is, I like them. I don't care what you think. I was an Oasis fan, and I bought these at Encore Records. I quite liked Liam Gallagher's first album away from Oasis when he was in a band called Beady Eye. I really liked the first Beady Eye album. And there were a bunch of bonus tracks available on iTunes and a lot available in this really nice 7-inch singles box set. So let's see if I can get these singles out without disturbing the packaging too much. There we go. Very Beatlesy. Beady Eye, Bring the Light, with Sons of the Stage on the B-side. By the way, all of these B-sides are great. Sons of the Stage, great tune. This one looks a little bit more Stonesy. Beady Eye, 4-letter word, with World Outside My Room on the B-side. Oh, this is a great tune as well. Beady Eye, The Roller, with Two of a Kind on the B-side. And looks like there's more in here. There's a, oh yeah, of course, your download. I downloaded the tracks, and it looks like there's a poster as well. We'll take a quick gander at this. There we go. It's from the album Different Gear, Still Speeding. But these weren't the only singles. They actually did a fourth single, which I have. Let me get this folded up correctly. The Roller is such a good tune. Love that tune. BDI did a fourth single called The Beat Goes On. And the B-side of that was In the Bubble with a Bullet. And that looks very Stonesy to me. Maybe The Who. And there you go, Lana. I have some. Val, thank you for watching tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. This is a record store acquisition. Record store days acquisition, I should say. I bought this for a guy named Kevin that worked at the record store with me. Bright Eyes. I don't mind Bright Eyes. I don't really remember too much about it. Gold Mine Gutted with Easy Lucky Free Hot Chip Remix on the B-side. I have not listened to this in ages. I bought it for him kind of like a gift that I was just going to surprise him with it, and it turned out he already had it. So I kept it for myself. But God, it's been years. I have not listened to that in ages. Record store. Oh God, I overpaid for that. $25. $25 I paid for this limited edition collectors, blah, blah, blah. Believer on the A side. Goodbye to Romance. 2010 guitar and vocal mix on the B side. Don't ask me if that's still exclusive to the single or not. It's a picture disc. All right, there we go. It's spotted like Randy Rhoads' guitar. Goodbye to Romance, 2020 guitar and vocal mix. I think that's probably exclusive to the single. And Believer live. I honestly don't recall. I obviously thought that this was worth $25 when I bought it in Mississauga with T-Rev at a record show. Limited numbered collector's edition. Oh, number 1,115 out of how many? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Yeah, Lana, like I said earlier in the show, a fool and his money are soon parted. I've gone overtime. I said I'd be an hour. Another Aussie. This one only cost $12. Flying High again with probably a live version of I Don't Know. Let's see. Yeah, I Don't Know live. I believe that is an exclusive to the single. This is a reissue single. But, you know, sometimes reissues are a great way to get rare tracks. There you go. Ah. Helix. Let's just get that. Comes with a download code that I put in the front cover, but let's not do that. Okay, there we go. This is a sentiment that my wife shares. All I want for Christmas is the Leafs to win the cup. With what is on the B-side? Jingle Bells from the Helix Christmas album is on the B-side. And for you non-Canadians out there, basically the Toronto Maple Leafs have not won a Stanley Cup since 1967. And my wife would very much like the Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup before she kicks the bucket. And I would like to see that for her. Signed by Brian Vollmer. Next. Oh, this is an interview disc. I believe, God, who was this sent to me by? I think this was sent to me by a girl named Kim from England. It's only one disc of one of those sets, like that Queen set. I'm thinking that you bought the 4 discs separately and you had to put the set together yourself. This is part 3, side A and side B. Don't remember if I've listened to this or not. I believe this was sent to me from Kim in York. I'm assuming that you are referring to the Helix because I know Tim is a fan. Yeah, that's true, Rob. That is true. Record Store Day single. Ooh! Valleys of Neptune, Jimi Hendrix, Cat Talking to Me on the B-side. I believe one of these tracks was an exclusive. This is from the Valleys of Neptune album. And probably the B-side. Yeah. Previously unreleased bonus track on the B-side. Cat Talk to Me. Another Jimi Hendrix, Fire, Record Store Day dealio. Touch Me, previously unreleased recording on the B-side. This is the one, if you were on my Instagram earlier today, you saw me talking about this one. This is one I'm really happy with, and I got it just for the packaging. There's no other reason. The B-side is just Love for Sale, which happens to be one of my favorite tracks on the New Jersey album, but it's on the album. It's the closing track. It's kind of like a drunken acoustic jam. Tico Torres is playing the brushes. But yeah, the B-side is actually superior to the A-side, Born to Be My Baby. But it's a nice cardboard sleeve. And I've been very careful, the tongue of this sleeve, I've been very careful not to bend it anymore like I did when I was a kid. But there's the back cover. John was in the practice during the New Jersey era of turning his back to the camera. That was in order to spotlight Richie Sambora and the other members of the band more. Obviously, John doesn't do that anymore. Now John is front and center in front of the camera. But back then, he used to turn his back during the New Jersey era. Check it out. Check out the photos from the New Jersey era. In fact, I'm going to show you some because this comes with postcards. Look whose back is turned to the camera. This one doesn't really count because you can't see any of their faces clearly, but John is closest to the camera in this photo. Look at the hair. If you lit a match anywhere near the vicinity of their heads, you would incinerate all 5 members of Bon Jovi simultaneously. There should be a hazard. There should be like a fire hazard warning sign right there on the bar. And while there's an exception, there's a Bon Jovi solo shot. You have to cut your t-shirt exactly the right way, though. I mean, he had it down to an art. Look at the way the V is matched by the V of his necklace. He knew what he was doing. Bon Jovi was not an idiot when it came to image. This single never gets played. There's no reason to, but, you know, this is one of my high school treasures. Would have been grade 10 or 11 that I got that. Okay, moving on. Some Foo Fighters. All My Life with Sister Europe on the B-side. I'm sure that that's on other stuff. This would have been just, you know, the easiest way for me to find it. Just regular black vinyl. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin. No. It was actually specifically to give them more FaceTime instead of him taking the spotlight. All right. Next. What is this? I put it in a weird bag. I put it in a bag for like an HDMI cable. But it's a Foo Fighters. Best of You. Now, this is exclusive to 7-inch vinyl. Best of You with... It's so hard to read the back. On the B-side, Spill. That is exclusive to vinyl. There were a lot of bonus tracks available, and that one was exclusive to vinyl. Let's see. That was probably Chris Sarr messaging me. Oh, no, it's Vu, my pharmacist. Isn't that nice? He's a nice guy. Here's a very recent acquisition. I only got this in like 2019. Kickass, Weekend Ride. This is a completely different, well, I shouldn't say completely different lineup. It has a different singer, Charles McNary, instead of George Kristen. Weekend Ride and One More Time on the B-side. And I believe Raymond Harvey, sings One More Time. This is an independent single before their Vices album with George Kristen on lead vocals. Oh, Ghost. You like Ghost? Kiss the Go-Goat and Mary on a Cross with an Unfortunate Crease. It probably came that way. But what can you do? What can you do? Interestingly, recorded in 1969. I reviewed this one recently on my website, so you can go there for all the details. But it's Metallica, Mama Said, with a live version of Ain't My Bitch on the B-side. That's exclusive. I really hate liner notes like that. Like, when I have to take my glasses off and do this, that's not a good sign. This is one that was originally in my sister's collection, but I stole from her. It is Blue Rodeo, Day After Day, rose-colored glasses, but it is the single remix, which I don't believe has ever been reissued on anything. And I have their box set that has a lot of their rare stuff on it. And I believe this remix is exclusive to the single. It was 99 cents. And you can see it was a promo because they burned. Well, not a promo, sorry. This would have been a return. This would have been a return. And they mark it by putting that little burn in there, and they send it to be in clearance. What track is Unfortunate Crease? Asked Robert Daniels. Yeah. Oh, I hate when I damage records or they come damaged. I believe this came from Jerry's Records. We're hitting a whole bunch of my Van Halen Panama picture sleeve. On the B side is Drop Dead Legs. So these would have all come from Craig Fee via Jerry's Records. This was given to me for free. It's just a sleeve for So This Is Love. Hear about it later. They just gave it to him. The record was missing, but he thought I would like to have the sleeve. Of course I would. Van Halen, Finish What You Started. Let's just grab that sleeve out of there. Take a look at the back. There you go. Finish What You Started with Sucker in a 3-piece on the B-side. That's definite B-side material. Sucker in a 3-piece. Not Van Halen's finest moment. When It's Love. That's a nice picture sleeve right there. B-side for this one is Cabo Wabo. What a great tune. Almost as good as the A-side, if not better. Another Van Halen. Love Walks In. This one had a live B-side, I believe. Love Walks In with... Oh, no. Just Summer Nights. Why Can't This Be Love? With Get Up on the B-side. There's the Jerry's Record price tag, $2 at Jerry's Records. Somebody said, fair warning, Lord, strike that poor boy down. $5. Pretty Woman with Happy Trails. This is before there was such a thing as a Diver Down album. So there's nothing on the back about from the album Diver Down or anything like that. I don't think there'd be anything on the inner. Yeah, nothing there about from the album Diver Down. That's cool. You're a strange fellow, Mr. Cop. Here's an annoying sleeve. This one is Hot for Teacher with Little Dreamer from the first album on the B-side. There's Eddie. There's Dave. Another Van Halen. This is the one with the B-side. Best of Both Worlds. And that is the live Without a Net concert recording. Black and Blue. This is the second copy of Black and Blue, but the first one didn't have the picture sleeve. And there's Apolitical Blues on the B-side. This is I'll Wait. Great single. We saw that on the B-side of Jump earlier with Girl Gone Bad. Let's see if we can... There we go. Here's the back. Beauty. Just put that aside. I'm not going to fiddle with it. More Van Halen. Another jump. This one has House of Pain on the B-side. And another empty sleeve. This one for Hot for Teacher. Thank you, Jerry's Records. Getting close to the end here, folks. Motley Crue, If I Die Tomorrow, rock mix. That's exclusive. The other B-side, I'm a Liar, That's the Truth, comes from the Japanese version of their, whatever that greatest hits album was called. That this Red, White, and Crew. Does that sound right? Red, White, Crew. Ooh. Thanks for the tip, Tim. I'll check the Discogs. Yeah, a pretty sweet collection of Van Halen singles. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so too, Chris. Miscalculated, buddy. I didn't think I'd be talking this long. This is the, not a reissue. This is the, what would you, I guess it is a reissue, but it's got a new live recording on the B-side. Number of the Beast, live at Brixton 02. I believe that was the Clive Burr tribute concert. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This is red vinyl. Very nice. Very, very nice. Another exclusive live Maiden B-side. This is a Trooper live single, live 2003, with Another Life, live 2005. This is from the Death on the Road album. Nice blue vinyl. Poster. There was also a 12-inch single and a download-only single, and as Harrison Kopp remembers, the download-only single was quite rare, live in Iceland, and people hounded me for it. Yeah, it made him do great covers. Okay. I don't believe this one had an exclusive B-side, but it's numbered. Out of the Silent Planet, from the Brave New World. Aces High Live, from the Ed Hunter Tour. I believe that is not an exclusive, but it's nice. It's nice. Don't believe this one is a CD, but it is a vinyl, sorry, but this is not vinyl, but it happens to be packaged in a 7-inch single sleeve, so it only makes sense to file it there. But this is actually a promo CD single for El Dorado by Iron Maiden, and it is a very nice sleeve. So for that reason, it's got to be kept. Safe and sound. This is the original mailer that it came in from my buddy Dan Slesser from Kerrang! Magazine. And I don't know what happened to Dan Slesser. I haven't heard from him in, God, over a decade. Enjoy mi amigo, Dan. Wonder what happened to you, man. Huh. God. This one came from a record show in Guelph. Bring your daughter to the slaughter. And this one is cool because it has the etched Christmas messages on the B side. On the A side, you get both Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter and I'm a Mover, which I believe is is that a free cover or is that a Bad Company cover? I think it's a free cover. $10. Bought that back before you could get their B-sides in any more convenient way. Here's one I bought for one song, Divine Termination by Chickenfoot, the A-side. It was a non-album A-side with their oft-repeated live version of Highway Star on the B-side, which I don't need another copy of, but hey, there you go. Oh, yeah. This one I bought at Records on Wheels in Guelph around spring 1990. Clear vinyl. This is Dancer and Girl from Uptown by the Michael Schenker Group. Graham Bonnet on lead vocals there. Very nice record. Wish I still had a price tag on it. We're down to the very last one. Very last one, folks. Numbered. Number 995. This is Soundgarden, The Telephantasm, with, I believe, a live version of Gun on the B-side. The Telephantasm is a great track. And it wasn't on the album Telephantasm and Gun Live. That was also not on the album. So it's a nice little accompaniment to their massive Telephantasm compilation. And this came with 3 postcards perforated. I'll take a closer look there instead of shaking them in front of you. There you go. There's a closer look. Pretty nice, actually. Now, as far as vinyl, that is 7 inches in size, in radius. That's all that's in these boxes. There are other 7-inch records elsewhere in the collection, but they're in box sets. They're more a part of the box sets. So we won't be looking at those. The point tonight was to take a look at these boxes, which took an hour and a half. I did not expect that. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Tim. Get him talking and he can go on forever. Yeah. Well, my voice was giving out about half an hour ago, but I'm okay now. Okay. Sorry, Harrison, I did misspeak, but those singles, those packages were released to promote the Death on the Road album, which had just come out. Anyway, that's it. Aside from the singles that are part of the box sets, like, for example, that Alice Cooper box set has a 7-inch single in it. There's some Deep Purple that has some 7-inch vinyl in it. I know I have a 7-inch Metallica vinyl that is in a magazine package, but I keep all those things in different places because they're different sizes. That's it as far as those 2 boxes go. Now, next week, Harrison Kopp and I will be talking about Tony Martin, former Black Sabbath lead vocalist Tony Martin, whose new album, Thorns, just came out today. So I'm really, really excited. Next week, Harrison Kopp and I will be doing our Cinco de Listo top 5 Tony Martin albums. We're going to be including Black Sabbath, his solo stuff, Mario, what's his name? Malo Martin. Dario Malo. That's his name. Dario Malo, Tony Martin. They did 3 albums together as The Cage. We'll include everything. We're going to listen to as much Tony Martin as we can over the next week, and we'll be coming at you, same time, same channel, talking about the top 5. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out there, Harrison. And yeah, that will be a treat for Harrison, but for me too. I love Tony Martin, and the guy deserves more. I have too. I saw him on the Forbidden Tour. I'm assuming you did too. I had a great time. I'm curious what Kevin has to say about that, but I had a great time. I really loved not all the Tony Martin albums, as we'll see, but I loved a good solid 3 of them for sure. For sure. And I really, really liked seeing them live. Honestly, truthfully, one of the best concerts I've ever seen was Black Sabbath with Tony Martin. You know what? We'll save it for next week. I hope, Kevin, you can actually watch next week. We're actually looking for a third. If anybody wants to join us next week as a third. And, even if you just want to be the guy in the window drinking the coffee, we're looking for a third. Same bat chime, same bat channel. Be here next week. I was at that show, Scott. I don't remember the stack of cups. And I wrote my review like hours after I saw the show. And you can read my review on my site. I don't remember the stack of cups. I do remember this little scrawny Kurt Cobain looking kid. I don't know what he did, but he pissed somebody off and he got a fucking headbutt. Boom! Right in the head. Knocked him out cold on the floor. He got carried out. The other guy bailed. The other guy took off as soon as he realized that he knocked this guy out cold. That's the only thing I can really remember. And the stage divers. I remember the stage divers. There was a security guy up on stage constantly pushing people off the stage. Oh, okay. Good. I was embarrassed for our town, too. The stage diving, Martin was obviously not too thrilled about people coming up there and invading his space. Oh, and Jesus. I went with my buddies Tom and Troy and that whole gang, probably Phil Desmond, that whole gang, the Sausage Festers. And I told Tom I wanted to get up to the front of the stage to see Black Sabbath. Motorhead opened, and I believe Tiamat opened before. Yeah, Tiamat, Motorhead, Sabbath. We missed Tiamat. We saw Motorhead. They were awesome. But I wanted to get up front for Sabbath because I was such a huge, huge Sabbath fan, especially with, Tony Martin. That was my high school Sabbath. So we got up to the front of the stage, and then the stage diving started, and I was like, I am not comfortable here. And then some chick just started grinding me from behind. And I was just like, get me out of here. It was not fun. So I fucking bailed, and I eventually found Tom and the gang. And I missed them. But I found Tom and the gang, and I enjoyed the rest of Sabbath. I remember when Death Calls being particularly awesome. There was a song that they played called Get a Grip. And we were still at the front of the stage when they played Get a Grip. And when Tony Martin introduced the song, I remember Tom said, "Get a grip indeed. I'm getting the fuck to the back." He was sick of the stage diving. That isn't what we came for. We didn't go to see Black Sabbath to get stage dived on, I went to see Black Sabbath and sing along and pump my fist and not get grinded from behind. But we'll be talking about Tony Martin next week, and I should be saving these stories for next week. One last thing before we go, I just want to give a shout out to Rick Coach on Facebook, who made this LeBrain Train door plate, for like an office door. Now I don't have an office door. I don't have anything to put it in, so I thought I'd put it there. Thank you, Rick Coach. If you want anything custom printed, talk to Rick Coach on Facebook. He will hook you up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Check out Harrison and I next week. We're looking for a third. If you want to join us, even just to heckle us, Kevin, you'd be great at this. If you want to join us, send me a message. This has been Mike Lodano on the LeBrain Train. 40 minutes overtime. What shall we play? We've already heard some Max the Axe tonight. Let's hear some T-Bone Erickson. Let's go out with... we have to do this for Harrison. Let's go out with Happy Birthday to the Mad Metal Man on the LeBrain Train. See you next week.
Comes a burning flame like a crack of thunder when you hear his name. So contrary, borderline insane, you can't look away. This is how we say happy birthday to the Mad Metal Man, to the Mad Metal Man. Heavy metal coursing through